Guys, good afternoon. My name is Fernando Angulo. Today for my final presentation video, we will be looking at my client demonstrating a back squat and his impairment, or if there's any impairments we might look at. So now Cameron will be performing the back squat. Alrighty, Cameron, you can stop there. Thank you. So as we can see, my client suffers from knee valgus or knee inward. That is when the knees are pointing inward towards the body. A couple of injuries that can arise from this can be torn ACLs, PCLs, MCLs. MCL is big because it's medial towards the body, and as we see, the knees both fall inward. And then we can also see one underactive muscle that we can see here would be both the anterior and posterior tibialis, also the gluteus medius and gluteus maximus. Alright guys, so for my phase 2 of my final presentation video, I will be discussing several techniques on how to improve knee valgus and knee inward according to the corrective exercise continuum. And the first technique we see on the continuum is inhibitory, and this one we will do self myofascial release exercises. So the one that I chose, unfortunately I don't have a foam roller, but I have a ball. I will be doing the gastrocnemius myofascial release. So this one I will be doing it on 2 legs, but the ball's not wide enough, so I will be doing it on 1 for 30 seconds. So pretty much just rolling the ball back and forth. And then we'll switch legs. Evidently, you want to do 15 or 30 seconds on each leg. All right. So this over time will help improve. Okay, so as you can see, when demonstrating this myofascial release, this will improve your gastrocnemius and your soleus, which are key muscles when performing a back squat. So we just concluded the phase 1 of the corrective exercise continuum, which was inhibitory techniques. So we demonstrated self myofascial release of the soleus and the gastrocnemius. Now we will be moving on to the phase 2, which is lengthening techniques to improve both adductors. So when performing a back squat, they are both balanced and active. So one of the static stretches we can do would be adductors, which would be focusing on both of them. So one side and then other side. And we want to do it for like 30 seconds. Try to remain balanced, not leaning forward or leaning backwards. So that was pretty much phase 2 of the corrective exercises continuum. Now we will be moving on to phase 3. Just concluded the phase 2 of the corrective exercise continuum. Now we'll be moving on to phase 3, where we will focus on neuromuscular stretching, primarily focusing on isometric techniques, and we will be focusing on the anterior tibialis and the posterior tibialis. And I will now demonstrate a few stretches where my client will be trying to withhold my pressure on pulling his foot back. And let's get to it. So the first technique we will show will be improving and strengthening the anterior tibialis. So Cameron, if I can have you raise this leg for me, please. And I will be putting the band on your left foot, and you will be dorsiflexing, trying to dorsiflex as much as you can. And this will be done for 30 seconds. Go a little bit more farther. How does that feel, Cameron? Good? Okay. So that will help strengthen my client's anterior tibialis, which will help in reducing knee inward or knee valgus. Now we will be also doing the posterior tibialis, which is another underactive muscle that we see when experiencing knee valgus. So Cameron, if I can have you turn to your side, please. So this leg will come right here, and your leg will be straight out right here. And I will be again putting the resistance band on his foot, and he will be trying to dorsiflex as well. And 30 seconds. How does that feel, Cameron?
Feels good.
Good. We'll do a little bit more resistance. Does that feel good?
Mm.
And that will be done for 30 seconds, like I said, and this will also improve my client's knee valgus, so we can try to, have him performing a back squat exercise as straight as possible. We just concluded the phase 3 of the corrective exercise continuum. Now we will be looking at integrated dynamic movement to improve knee valgus and knee inward. This will primarily focus on straightening the muscles of the hips, gluteus medius and maximus, and this will pretty much work out the whole leg. And we don't want to have some muscles be more overactive, some more underactive. We all want them to be balanced. That way, when performing a back squat, we will improve our knee valgus, and that way help our client better his situation when performing exercises at the gym or at his home, whatever it may be. So for this exercise, we will be doing the step up. And here you go. So you want to do it for 30 seconds, about 10 to 15 reps. And you always want to make sure you land softly to prevent any injury or any itch for that matter. Alright guys, we have come to the end of my final presentation video, in which I took you guys through the 4 phases of the corrective exercise continuum, focusing on trying to improve knee valgus or knee inward by stretching, by performing different dynamic exercises that can improve your situation. Hopefully this video helped out in regards to getting more information on how to prevent knee valgus and work on existing pre-valgus. And thank you very much, and God bless.